and welcome to Kitsune Kingdom. Oh, it's another exciting night, ladies and gentlemen. We are not going to waste any more time, and let's get straight into this. The Kitsune Kingdom titles are once again on the line. And oh, here we go, our first match, and it is a doozy of a fight. Oh gosh, look at them go here. Eight men wrestling here. We have the Golden Eagle, Dan Decker. We've got Fred Lane. We've got Musashi Watanabe. We've got Biohazard, Blue Thunder, the ever-present and powerful Crusher, and we have Tyler Blade. His father, that being that of Aaron Storm. Golden Eagle already been eliminated. Rookie Luchador still got a ways to go. Oh, there goes Dan Decker. That's a surprise. And Tyler Blade following closely by. Due into a little secret there. That man there, Tyler Blade, his father actually that of the reviled and I believe banned from Kitsune Kingdom, Keith Storm. Gone under a name change, wanting to distance himself from his father. Oh! And there with the poison mist, Fred Lane has just taken out Biohazard. Oh my goodness, Musashi Watanabe and Biohazard. Oh, good lord. What a nasty landing. I think the odds-on favourites right now would be either Blue Thunder, that legend, or the Crusher. The Crusher has been a terror on the scene. Devastating both in Terrific Texas Wrestling and Kitsune Kingdom. And the mist with the kick there. Never count out the creature, however. Fred Lane has always proven to be a bit of a shocker. And he's just eliminated Blue Thunder in a shocker. But now the Crusher here, looking to get rid of Fred Lane, and Biohazard watching on. Wait a minute, Biohazard approaching there. Needs to think better of that. Unless Biohazard's got a hardy constitution, he can't be challenging the Crusher like this. Oh, here we go, going for the swings. And a poison miss for his efforts. Oh my goodness. And now getting to the sidelines there to try and keep some distance from the action. Meanwhile, you've got the Crusher now, stomping and kicking away at Fred Lane. Oh, wow, look at that. And the crowd watching on in awe here. Oh my goodness. Oh, now look at the strength of the Crusher, lifting up and driving down Biohazard. It's a wonderful day here. It's 2012 here in Kitsune Kingdom. Oh my goodness. And Fred Lane tagging it on for dear life. Trying to avoid elimination. Oh my goodness, that was surprisingly powerful there from Biohazard. Oh, and there's a nice takedown right there. We have got some great action for you tonight. Ms. Joyce Monroe will be defending the Kitsune Kingdom Women's Championship against an up-and-coming rising star, the 7-foot Untouchable. Untouchable. She has not been in the business long, but she's already made one hell of an impact, been devastating the scene, and oh, is Biohazard about to be not long for this world? You can see there the Crusher with overwhelming force, but Biohazard fighting back there. Very impressive stuff, that must be said. On top of that, the Wonder. Oh my goodness! As I was saying, the Wonder. Who is on his 4th or 5th world title reign, will be defending the belt against the Apocalypse, Aku Suzuki. Now, Aku has won the belt from many an opponent. He's beaten Dan Decker for the title. He's actually even beaten the Crusher for the title. He's beaten the likes of Blue Thunder as well in a great clash, but he's never beaten the original world champion for the belt. Aku has certainly proven himself to be one of the top dogs here in Kitsune Kingdom, someone who can beat the best of the best. If you're beating the likes of Blue Thunder, of Dan Decker, all these people, then you're already proving yourself to be quite capable. But the Wonder, still, proving to be one of the greatest of all time, all these years later. Oh, and there goes Fred Lane, thrown out by the Crusher. It's been over 10 years since the Wonder's first ever title win, and the Wonder still seemingly unstoppable. Can Aku Suzuki put the Wonder away to win the men's world title? The Crusher now lifting up Biohazard once again. Irish whip, but a reversal! Oh my god, we could see a shocker here. Biohazard, could he do this? Can he eliminate the Crusher? Oh, you can see there. Oh, the Crusher fighting back and getting back into that ring. Oh, here we go. Biohazard is putting up a better fight than expected, all things considered. I don't think that there was anyone who was betting on Biohazard to win this one. But so far, putting up a pretty decent fight. Crusher's right back up though, and that's the ultimate thing, is putting Crusher away is easier said than done. Oh no. Biohazard is out of here. And the Crusher wins our opening bout. The Crusher winning our opening match, that 8-man battle royal. I think the Crusher is certainly going to be looking to get back the Kitsune Kingdom World Championship before too long. What a result right there. And now it's time for the next match. We are wasting no time as we get into a triple threat match. Coming down to the ring first is the wild man, Marco Garcia. Marco Garcia has traveled around the world, wrestling in Texas, wrestling in Canada, wrestling now in Japan for Kitsune Kingdom. Marco Garcia, I am your British commentator here for this action. Marco Garcia seems ready to go here. Oh man. He's up in this match against two of Kitsune Kingdom's, legends really in the making. So Marco Garcia could really prove himself here if he can stand up against the likes of Mr. X and Don Lee. We're not wasting. Here we go now. Marco ready to go. You can see already shadow boxing here. Here comes Mr. X. Mr. X, someone who has time and time again proven himself to be on a different level than his opponents. Mr. X, already a 4-time, oh no, I do apologize, on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-time world champion. Won the belt, he was the second ever Kitsune Kingdom world champion, beating the Wonder. He won the belt from a young rookie, Aku Suzuki. He then would go on to win the belt from the Iron Saint in a classic. He then won the belt once again from Aku Suzuki, constantly a thorn in the side of the Apocalypse. And then his most recent one, just about over a year ago, won it from Don Lee. You better believe Don Lee is going to have a chip on his shoulder regarding that one, as Don Lee has not won the title again since. And you can see there, Don Lee making his way down to the ring now. lost the belt back in, I believe, November 2010. So I can't remember exactly now. It's been a little bit since then. A lot's happened. But point is, Don Lee going to want to try and re-establish himself here by getting one over on Mr. X. You got to think he's going to think of Marco Garcia as nothing but more than a nuisance for getting in the way here. But Don Lee, more than prepared to give it. You know, he's going to have his... I don't think he's... At the end of the day, though, I think he doesn't mind distributing that punishment to both of them. Here we go now. There you see Marco Garcia, Mr. X, and Don Lee. The bell's rung, the match begins, and it looks like Don Lee and Marco are going to go for each other to start things off. Mr. X waiting behind Don Lee. Oh, and swooping on in from behind. Mr. X, a monster in that ring, yet still using cheap tactics here. Oh my goodness. Don Lee taken off his feet, but Marco Garcia rushing in. Don Lee can be known to use devious tactics. Mr. X has been known to brutalize his opponents. Marco Garcia, at least seeming to go in with a more of a headstrong, like, taking on opponents fair and square approach. Oh, Don Lee there with the clothesline. And look at that, though. Don Lee might be the favourite for some of the people here in attendance tonight. The crowd cheering. Meanwhile, Mr. X with that kendo stick. But Don Lee ripping the kendo stick away. Whipping it across Mr. X. Marco takes the kendo stick away, though, and now grabbing a hold of Don Lee and taking him into the corner. Going for the arm now. And you can see that Marco Garcia there taking control, but Mr. X, oh my goodness, throwing the wild man. And there you see there, grabbing the shoulders there with those shoulder claws. And that's worn out Mr. X here. Oh, and a good back scratch for you know, just to add extra harm there. Insult to injury. Oh, and there's the kendo stick shot. Don Lee taking a kendo stick shot on the way down as well. Don Lee managing to disarm Marco Garcia. And you can see right here, snake eyes. Oh, locking horns once again. And Don Lee now put up against the ropes. Oh no, we know what this means. Mr. X, what's showing that a monster can fly? Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Flinging himself and sending Don Lee crashing into our announce table. The crowd loving every bit of this. These three wrestlers have been around for a bit. Know what it's like to have wrestled back in terrific Texas wrestling. Oh gosh, it has been nearly a decade since that place shut down. Mr. X's first. Oh gosh. Oh, that was nasty right there. Mr. X already had about, you know, gosh, might be nearly 2 decades in the business. That's why he's a legend in the making. Don Lee, of course, has had some decades in the business as well. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, very nicely done. Marco Garcia, oh man. I'll admit, I'm not as trained on Marco Garcia's career as I am with Mr. X and Don Lee. I believe younger than those other two, but not a rookie at this point. Oh, look at that. What a backdrop there. That would not have been easy with the size of Mr. X. Oh! You know, Mr. X, I don't know what he did back in the day when he was in America, but ever since he came to Japan, he's been living this lifestyle where he seems to be combining, you know, the wrestling brutality of the way that he's been raised wrestling in the likes of England and America, combining it with some of the tendencies that he's seemingly learned from... Oh gosh, wait a minute. Oh. Basically what I was going to say is he's been bulking up to make himself more imposing physically and hard to take down. Oh, and this is going to be the proof of it. Oh, it's over. Oh, there we go. 2 count there. Don Lee still in this one. Eating plenty of, gosh, Chunko Nabe, which is the food that sumos eat in order to, get the nutrients they need whilst bulking up to ensure that they're as powerful and immovable as they are. Mr. X, realizing they're onto something, has proven himself at times to be an unshakable beast in the Kitsune Kingdom ring. Of course, right now against 2 opponents, it might be becoming overwhelming here. And now, coming in from behind there, but Marco Garcia, taken down. Don Lee now with the Irish whip into the corner, taking Mr. X here. What's the plan? Oh, he's going to try and put Mr. X away. The referee needs to get out of the way here. Look at this. An unending barrage here of super kicks to the face. Oh, great work there. And Don Lee going for the pin, but Marco, the wild man, breaks it up. And there with the busting open, going for the pin. 1, 2, but there's the kick out. Oh my goodness, look at that. The elbow strikes there. And wait a minute, look at this. Mr. X, he could break the leg of Don Lee doing that. The boot to the face. 1, 2, 3, and the wild man, Marco Garcia, comes out on top in this one. Marco Garcia, in a shocker right there, wins this match. Not being the underdog, but that's why you never count people like that out. Marco Garcia was able to find the right place at the right time and never gave up, giving him the win. Anyway, now it's time for our next match, and this one is another amazing triple threat match. And it looks like, is it the triple? Yes, it is. It looks like Don Lee's not done. This is very interesting. Why is Don Lee? I'm getting told that Don Lee has made it clear that this was meant to be a singles match. Don Lee has said no, he refuses, he was cheated, he wants to go again. I think Don Lee, ever since he lost the Kitsune Kingdom World title, has very much been, just full of sour grapes. And I think he's having a harder time accepting any losses that come his way. Well, he's put himself into a hard situation here because a wrestler that I thought was banned is going to be in this match in a big, I think it's a return to Japan here. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. But first up, the fans. A face that was feared that has now become beloved. The giant Herman. Over time, people have realized that people like Herman are a dying breed. The giant, not something you get to see nearly as much nowadays. But Herman, he has never wavered. He is always there forever. He's always appeared again and again and again. Standing 7'4", Herman making his way down to the ring here to fight in what is now a triple threat match. Never held the Kitsune Kingdom World title. You got to think that is something that is on his mind. He has won the terrific Texas Wrestling World Championship, however. Has he never held the Kitsune Kingdom? That doesn't sound right. Oh my goodness, I do apologize. Don Lee is shooting me a dirty look here for getting it wrong. Herman did win it. In fact, he won it back in 2000. in 2006 and he held it till 2008. How did I forget that? Anyway, here comes Keith Storm. Now, Keith Storm, you can see they're getting a much colder reaction. I don't want to go into all of the drama regarding the vehicle car accident that left poor Harvey Columbus, the lumberjack, in, well. But I have been told that Keith Storm is trying to make a new chapter in his life. So we will give him that chance to, redeem himself. Honestly, though, he looks as brazen as ever. I'm not sure that I'm seeing why we're giving him this chance, but, I hope to be proven wrong. Anyway, Keith Storm is going to be in a trial by fire. He is fighting two former world champions. Don Lee won the belt back in 2002. So it's been, oh wow, it's been nearly 10 years to the day that Don Lee held the world title. And then, of course, you've got the Giant Herman. And it's been about 6 years. Oh, look at that there. Keith Storm trying to end this one early. Keith Storm has held the Terrific Texas Wrestling Championship in the past. And so he has proven that he can fight on a higher level over in America. But he's in a different region now. And wrestling is different depending on where you go in the world. There we go. Oh, nice work there by Herman. When you're fighting a giant, you have to take into account the size. It's not just some small factor in this. Herman being that big means it's going to be harder to lift him. It means if he throws you, you've got further to fall. Anytime he slams on you like that, that's a lot of weight to press down on the small of the back. Oh, and look at this right now. The Giant in control here. Oh, and Keith now. Look at that. Oh, but Don Lee coming in from behind. And a nice clubbing blow there, but Herman unfazed. Lifting up Don Lee now and going for Snake Eyes. And, oh, that is devastating there. Don Lee looking to be in a bad spot here. And now going for Snake Eyes here. This match apparently originally was going to be Keith Storm versus the Giant Herman until Don Lee, demanded to be put in this match. Of course, they're not going to turn down someone who wants to fight. But I just wonder if Don Lee has made the smartest decision here. Keith Storm there with a takedown. And now with some elbow drops. Great stuff there. Oh, no, come on. That is absolutely not on. That's it. Going for those elbow drops once again. That's what we like to see. There we go. And running at Herman, but falling down like he ran into a brick wall. And now the Giant thoroughly punishing Keith Storm here. And now cranking at the head of Keith Storm. You can see they're working Keith over and now disarming. Here we go. And throwing. Oh my goodness. Thrown onto the pile of chairs. And now a wind-up punch. Herman staggering. Attack from behind. Still not enough to take down Herman. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. A double backbreaker. Whoa. Hang about. Look at that. Incredible strength there from Keith Storm. Going for the pin there. And wait a minute. Oh, Don Lee saving the day there. Oh. Maybe I should have spoke too soon. They're going for the eyes here. Maybe the only one with any moral fiber in this match being the Giant. Not something I would have expected to say back in the day, but Herman, the only one who's not resorted to dirty tactics in this match. And now, oh, look at this. Powerful scoop slam right there. And now rushing over to Keith Storm once again. Oh, Don Lee rushing forth. And now into the corner. Oh, the steel chair right across the face. It keeps back up. Oh my goodness. Not way. Oh my god, a burning hammer onto the steel chair. Herman breaking up the pin. But Don Lee might be in some serious trouble here. Oh, here we go. Going for his finishing move. The electric chair drop. Well, Keith Storm! Oh my goodness me. That is incredible. Keith there now. With the punches here after an impressive Hurricane Rana. Irish whip there off against the ropes. And an almighty arm drag. Clothesline there from Don Lee. And everyone's spilling to the outside here. Don Lee, steel chair in hand. Oh, gosh, right across the head. And Don Lee has just made Keith Storm bleed. And now the repeated chair shots to Herman. Oh my goodness, going for a bear hug now. Trying to see if he can make Herman tap out. It won't matter on the outside of the ring, but still. Great dominance here from Don Lee. Oh, and Herman there escaping. Keith Storm trying to throw Don Lee back into the ring, it seems. Oh, no. No, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. Oh, on the outside here. And now, Keith Storm trying to rush at Herman there. Did not work. And now going for the pinfall after that. 1, 2, no, not enough. And now, big headbutt there. And going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And what a result there. Don Lee with the win. Beating the Giant Herman. Well, that'll certainly satisfy Don Lee. Beating the Giant Herman and Keith Storm in this triple threat match. And Don Lee certainly seems a lot more satisfied now that he's come out with a victory here. Alright, time for the next match now. And this one is going to be a powerhouse collision here. Coming into the ring first is the Iron Saint. The Iron Saint, what a legend. I'm just triple checking my numbers this time. I don't want to do a mistake like I did with Herman. But the Iron Saint, if I have got this right, has been held the Kitsune Kingdom Men's World Championship 3 times, and before in the past he actually held the terrific Texas Wrestling World Championship 5 times. Pretty darn impressive if you ask me. The Iron Saint's first ever reign was in the new millennium back in the year 2000. The Iron Saint has proved himself time and time again to be one of the top wrestlers, and in a new decade hoping to show that he still belongs. But of course, he's fighting this hungry up-and-coming wrestler, no longer a rookie. It's been nearly 10 years for the Beast of Bedlam, Mad Boar. And Mad Boar has established himself as a very capable competitor, a very capable athlete, someone who is a knockdown, drag-out brawler in the squared circle. And now Mad Boar looking to try and topple the Iron Saint. It's not going to be easy, but Mad Boar would make a hell of an impression here if he were to do that. I am genuinely curious to see what's going to happen here in this one. You can see here, ready to battle. And now, ready to collide. Here we go. The match begins, and Iron Saint and Mad Boar ready to collide. Oh, and Mad Boar! Look how big and imposing he is next to the Iron Saint. Fighting an 8-time world champion right here. Mad Boar looks like a monster next to the Iron Saint here. I remember back in the day, the Iron Saint has used his impressive strength to overwhelm his offense. You know, his opponents. It's why him and Blue Thunder worked so well. Blue Thunder was the speed and agility, whilst Iron Saint would bring the overwhelming power. If you combine those two together, they'd make an unstoppable wrestler. Oh man. Regardless, you've got two people who have been at the top of Kitsune Kingdom. Oh man. Meanwhile, Mad Boar wanting to establish himself at the top of Kitsune Kingdom. And would make a mighty good impression if he were to beat the Iron Saint here tonight. Oh my goodness. Someone of that size should never be dropping down from the top rope like that. That is a devastating knee drop. And now look at that. Oh, with the headbutt. And stomping down on the leg there. You can see right now that the Iron Saint is struggling against Mad Boar. And now rolling to the outside of the ring here. Mad Boar in hot pursuit, however, is not going to give the Iron Saint any... Like, he's not going to give him any quarter here. He's going to keep just pursuing him. Oh, here we go. Locking horns here. Oh, here we go. Look at that. There's that strength that I was talking about. The Iron Saint. I mean, he's competed in strongman activities in the past. And you can see that power in the way he's able to lift someone bigger than him in Mad Boar. And it's that power that's helped him win 8 world titles. Oh man, they've got to be wary though. The count out is at a count of 7 now. Throwing Mad Boar here. And an elbow drop. They got to get in the ring here. Count of 9. Iron Saint barely makes the count in time. But will Mad Boar? Oh my goodness. I think Iron Saint was about to try and reset the count, but was a little too late there. I think he's disappointed that the match couldn't continue. I think Iron Saint wanted a fight, but unfortunately those two ignored the count, and that's where it's going to end. And now we move on, and this match has been the talk of the town. The locker room has been abuzz about this one. It's time for the Kitsune Kingdom Women's World Championship match. My goodness, ever since she came onto the scene, this rookie right here has been devastating. Untouchable, standing 7 feet tall, has absolutely been running rampant on the division. My goodness. You would not think for how young she is that she would be as devastating as she is, but standing 7 feet tall, Untouchable has proven time and time again to be an overwhelming force in the division. But will it be enough to topple the lady of professional wrestling, that being Ms. Joyce Monroe? And there you see the reason why she's held in such regard. On one arm, she holds the Kitsune Kingdom Women's World Championship, but on the other, the terrific Texas Wrestling Ladies Championship. Ms. Joyce Monroe has proven herself time and time again to be one of the greatest in professional wrestling. Without a doubt in my mind, if anyone is going to beat Untouchable, it would be Ms. Joyce Monroe. Ms. Joyce Monroe ready to go in this one. I'm just trying to see if I can find the exact number on the amount of times she's won the world title. She is a 6-time TTW Ladies Champion. How many times has she been Kitsune Kingdom Women's World Champion? 6 times! This being her 6th. So she is a 12-time Women's World Champion. For Untouchable, this would be win number 1. My God, though, the size difference, that is imposing here. The living legend, the lady has got to work hard if she wants to survive this encounter. The crowd waiting, watching, wondering if Ms. Joyce Monroe can come out on top in this one. Untouchable ready to go here. And the match begins. Oh, pushing away Ms. Joyce Monroe. No dice there. Oh, but look at that. Ms. Joyce Monroe going to think fast here. Look at the size difference, though, between these two. This is one of the reasons. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Whoa! That's crazy work there from Ms. Joyce Monroe. But when you look at the size difference, that's one of the things about Untouchable. She's so big, so imposing. Like I said, she's really quite young. But that youth is allowing her extra oomph behind all of her strikes and her slams. The back and forth here, into the corner now. Oh, look at Ms. Joyce Monroe giving it the works here. She's got that in-ring experience that's going to allow her to stay a step ahead here against Untouchable. Oh, and there with the knee strike. Pretty good. Untouchable back to her feet yet again here. Oh, here we go now. Oh my goodness. Oh no. The throw to the outside. But now Ms. Joyce Monroe throwing Untouchable back into the ring here. And maybe the lady of professional wrestling is finally the person to be able to stop Untouchable's reign of terror before it becomes a championship reign. And now Untouchable getting back up, and Ms. Joyce Monroe keeping the assault on here. This is good. Normally Untouchable so dominant in these matchups. Oh, right across the back there. And again, one more for good measure. And now grabbing a hold of Untouchable. Irish whip into the corner. And now, look at this. Oh, into the face. Oh, nice work there. And now, lifting Ms. Joyce Monroe. Snake eyes. Slamming the arm down. And now, oh, again, stomping on the head. Oh, right across the back there. And now back into the ring here. Oh, with a bulldog. Look at the power of Untouchable here. Oh my goodness. This is what the youth can do while she's able to leap. Oh my God. Ms. Joyce Monroe avoiding a near certain doom right there. Strike to the midsection now. And now, look at this. Going for the head and a lovely takedown. And there with an elbow drop. And stomping away there. Ms. Joyce Monroe right now really putting the boots to Untouchable, but Untouchable's right back up again. That's scary how quickly she could brush off the punishment here. There's the kick out. And now, oh, here we go. Snapmare off against the ropes with a massive drop kick right here. Irish whip. Ducking under. And look at that power slam. Oh, now look at this here. Driving down. Untouchable here. Slamming the arm. And now punching away at the head here. Pacing around there. Lovely elbow drop to the back. And now the lady's really starting to... Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. No way. Miss Joyce Monroe. I was about to cut her out, but I should never do that. There's a reason she has won so many world titles in her time. One of the best in the business. And the crowd is going wild. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and Untouchable bouncing right back with a DDT. Climbing up to the middle rope now. Oh, good God! To the back of the head, and Miss Joyce Monroe may be unconscious. 1, 2, and there's the kick out once again. Bringing Miss Joyce Monroe back to her feet once more. And now over to the corner. Oh, God. A huge scoop slam. Driving Miss Joyce Monroe down. And Miss Joyce Monroe trying to get some distance here. Oh, off against the ropes. Ducking under. And that's... Oh, it's over. It's over. No. Don't do this. No. No. That horrible choking submission. No. It's over. It's over. We have a new women's world champion. Untouchable. With her first ever world title. Is she even a year into the business? This is incredible. What a rise to the top. And now it's time for our main event for the men's world title. Here we go. The Apocalypse, Aku Suzuki, making his way down to the ring. Ready to challenge the Wonder. And you can see the Apocalypse. The determination is palpable on this one. Aku Suzuki has held the world title before. He has held it, I think, 3 times by my count. If he was to win tonight, this would be win number 4. He's won the belt off of Blue Thunder. He's won the belt off the Crusher. And more recently, he won the belt off of Dan Decker a few years ago. But he has never beaten the original world champion, the Wonder. This is going to be very interesting here. The Wonder, the first ever Kitsune Kingdom world champion. Won the belt first back in the 90s. And now... Look at that. It's been about 15 years since his first world title reign. Won it, he won the original match for the world title. He would go on to, eventually win it back from Mr. X. The Wonder would win it from the Iron Saint. And then most recently, he won it off of sumo wrestler Kitanawaka Genki. In what was a brilliant match. That one was quite recent, actually. He won it off of Genki, who had a great rookie run. Similar to Untouchable, rose to the top. However, Genki, his whole run got shattered when after a few months. He was on top for a few months, but eventually got shattered by the original hero of Kitsune Kingdom. And now the Wonder still holding on to that belt. I believe that this is the 3rd month, actually, that he's held that belt. And you can see there, Aku Suzuki ready to go to try and take that belt away from the Wonder. The Wonder, always been one hell of a striker. And while he may not have the same chiseled physique that he had 15 years ago, maybe in his veteran years, he's still one of the hardest hitting people I've ever seen in that ring. And I've been watching David's little boy training for his debut. So let me tell you, I'm seeing some hard hitters, but none have come close to the Wonder for me so far. Here we go. Oh, look at that, trapping the leg there, trying to prevent Aku from breaking away. This is what makes the Wonder so unique. Not only has he got the great striking, but of course, he's incredibly good at just being able to manipulate the joints, control the situation. But Aku there, if there's anyone who's become a master at being able to control matches, Aku has proven himself to be a master technician. So you're going to be watching two chess masters here of the world of professional wrestling. It's not ballet, but it still requires a fair degree of intelligence a lot of the time. The people who come rampaging in, expecting to win in 30 seconds, they may get so far doing that, but when push comes to shove and someone who's smarter than them comes about, it ain't going to be that easy. Oh, the Wonder there. That is a display of supreme confidence, and you can see Aku Suzuki a little bit perturbed by that. I've not seen someone get into the head of Aku Suzuki like that before. But the Wonder knows that he is the OG. Aku Suzuki, wanting to grab the torch and lead Kitsune Kingdom into a new era. Many people believe that Aku is going to be the new face of Kitsune Kingdom. But to do that, he's got to continue to prove himself. He's already fought some hearty opponents, beating the Iron Saint, beating Dan Decker, beating the Crusher. Those are all things that have proven Aku deserves to be considered at the top. If he can beat the original champion, the Wonder, I think there'll be no doubt left in anyone's mind that Aku Suzuki is the new face, the new hero of Kitsune Kingdom. Nice work with that snake eyes right there. And right back up for more. Look at that. You can see the Wonder caught by surprise there. And what a takedown. And look at that. Oh, going for the nose there. And sticking his fingers in the mouth there, craning at the teeth. This match is going in directors I never would have expected. Look at that joint manipulation there. Oh! Trying to deal with the footwork of the Wonder, trying to make it more difficult for him to bounce about. Oh, man! Aku Suzuki really working the Wonder over now. Oh, but the Wonder trying to get back up, but no dice. Aku is relentless in this match. And now we're really seeing the tide shift. The Wonder was in control in the beginnings, but Aku is proving himself to be on the Wonder's level here. I mean, I never personally doubted that Aku could bring the fight to the Wonder. He's shown himself with those previous World Championship wins, but it's the Wonder. I think I still hold in reverence those 15 years. Where the Wonder was seemingly, this unstoppable. You could take him down, you could get him down, but you couldn't keep him down. I still hold that in high regard. Oh my goodness, look at this though. Again, really laying the smackdown here, and I think has just bloodied up the Wonder. Aku Suzuki's relentless pursuit here seems to really be paying off, but the Wonder. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Oh, look at that. Every time the Wonder tries some out of comeback, Aku is actually cutting the Wonder off here. We might really be seeing the torch being passed here tonight. Oh my goodness. Aku took the world title for one of TDW's greats, the Iron Saint. He's stood toe-to-toe with another huge rising star in Dan Decker. He's even beaten one of the ultimate evils in the Crusher. And now, could he beat one of the ultimate goods in the Wonder? The Wonder. You see that Aku waiting for the Wonder there. But resetting the count here. Doesn't want this match to end in count-out. Oh, man. And there you see the Wonder taking advantage. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Oh, with a takedown. And now the Wonder in full control here. Irish whip. Oh. That right hook. Popping them up for just a second. Just so that their guard is misplaced. Because in that moment, when your feet get taken off the ground, you're not getting taken very high, but your brain is focused on just making sure your feet land safely on the ground, that it makes you less likely to be able to block the punch. And that's a good thing for the Wonder, because he wants to get around your defenses and take you out with those hard-hitting strikes. Oh, look at this again, though. Aku Suzuki with the palm strikes. And into an armbar, the ref checking to see if this is the end for the Wonder. But look at that, the Wonder. He's had many a great brawl. He has fought some of the greatest of all time, one of the greatest of all time himself. And now, look at this. Oh, the strikes now again. Look at the way he had Aku positioned. Aku all tied up in the ropes. His brain going to be unconsciously thinking about trying to get out of that spider's web of ropes so that he's not able to defend himself properly. But Aku there taking advantage of the fact that Wonder took his eyes off the prize. And now climbing to the top rope here. The Wonder. Rushing in though with the Lufez press, takes down Aku here. And now, here we go. Going for snake eyes here. But they're pushing away the Wonder. Big strike to the face. And now, look at that. Oh, man. 1, 2. And there's the kick out. Oh, here we go. Stomping away again at the face, though. Trying to wear out the Wonder. Oh, and again, stomping at the hand, at the fingers of the Wonder. And you can see Aku Suzuki very confident right now that he's got this match won. Rushes over. Big knee strike. And now up to the top rope. What is the Apocalypse thinking here? Oh, wow. He is thoroughly manhandling the Wonder right now, but the Wonder trying to fight back with that jawbreaker. Into the corner. No. Oh! And now going for the arm there with a big stomp. And I think the Wonder right now is just recalibrating more than anything. Oh, there we go. And now eye for an eye. Look at the blood splatter from Aku. This is the difference between these two. The Wonder knows exactly where to land those punches for maximum effect. And now it's going to go stomp on the arm again. Oh my goodness. Well, this has truly been one hell of a main event here. Canonically in 2012, the Apocalypse, Aku Suzuki, has taken the world title from many a great star, but has never won it from the Wonder, the original hero and original world champion of Kitsune Kingdom. But the torch may be passed here tonight. The Wonder, for all that he's done, Aku Suzuki has managed to keep pace and then some in this match. And look at that, going for the leg there, really cranking on it there. The Wonder seems to really be struggling now. Oh, look at that, climbing on top of the Wonder, and more of those elbow strikes, trying to make the blood flow worse here, and I think it's really working. Both of them have really done major damage to each other in this world title match. 1, 2, oh man. If the Apocalypse Aku Suzuki wants to take that torch so bad, then he's really going to have to fight for it here. The Wonder is not willing to give up. Aku Suzuki on the top rope. Going for a knee drop. Has he knocked out the Wonder? 1, 2, but no. The Wonder not relinquishing the belt just yet. Gonna fight till the bitter end. Can he endure long enough to mount a comeback? Or has all the fight finally gone from the Wonder? No, the Wonder! Look at this! Going with that series of combos, those strikes, trying to wear out Aku Suzuki. Lariat! Is this the end? Is this the end? You can see the Wonder pacing. Wondering, is he going to put away Aku? Oh my god. Oh, it's over. It's over. 1, 2. No. My god. Aku is not giving up. The Wonder, his first world title reign was 15 years ago. And he's been a legend of Kitsune Kingdom. But Aku Suzuki wants to prove that he's the new face of the kingdom. It's new hero. And a surfboard stretch. Is this it? It's over. It's over. We've got a new Kitsune Kingdom World Champion. He's won the title from some of the best, but he's never won it from the Wonder. Congratulations to Aku Suzuki. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the VGIW channel.